Fortnite releases content so fast that if you take more than a week off the game, you will have likely missed 2 patch cycles where things have changed, and the game can feel really new and different even though you were only not playing for like a week. If they keep at this pace or anywhere near it, Fortnite's gonna have way too many guns or weapons and stuff in the game. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about some items that I think should be vaulted, which means they should be taken out of the game, at least for the time being, because they don't serve any real purpose right now. First up on our list is an item we received actually not too long ago. I'm talking about C4. C4 in Fortnite is cool, it's fun, it's gimmicky, but it's not really good for the game, and here's why. It's far too situational to be worth dropping over other items, and I mean dropping on the ground. You're never going to want to pick up C4. There are so many other items in the game that are better in almost every situation. It makes C4 just feel like a filler item that was added to the game because it could have been. Not because it was needed, but literally because it could have been added. You can't use C4 in a real fight if the enemy knows you're there because it's way too slow. If you're having like a build battle and you're trying to get to the higher point and you're shooting someone, C4 is not going to do you too much good. By the time you place it, it's more of a gimmick than anything else. The only real situation I can imagine C4 being useful in is someone is in a base and you want to blow that base up really quick. So you put some C4 at the bottom of it, you back up a bit, you blow it up, and they're going to fall out of it. But there are so many other items in the game that can do that. Regular grenades will even do that. You can shoot it out with guns. Any rocket launcher or grenade launcher will also do the trick amazingly, and these other items have multiple functions. They don't just do this one thing. So C4 feels like it can be removed from the game, and I think the game is made immediately better. Tell me what you guys think. Yes, like I said before, it's fun, it's gimmicky, but I don't think it's needed in any way. It's slow-paced, and it's far too situational. Up next on my list of items I think should be vaulted is the semi-automatic sniper. And hear me out on this. I know a lot of people don't like it, but some of you might, so I want to really explain this one through. The semi-automatic sniper has never been a good item, but at least earlier in the game, it filled a niche. There used to be just 2 ranged items, I guess 3 if you include the scoped AR. You'd have the scoped AR, the semi-automatic sniper, and the bolt-action sniper. But they've added more since then. Now you have the crossbow and the hunting rifle as well added to that list. And now with all these other items, the semi-automatic just feels inferior to almost all of them. The only thing it does is boast a higher fire rate, but at the cost of damage and bullet drop as well as more ammo you're going to be using, it's not really that good. The crossbow at least has the niche where it's silent and you have infinite ammo. The hunting rifle is cool because it's better at close range situations than the bolt, and the bolt's always been an amazing weapon in the game. The ability to one-shot at any point in time. The semi-automatic just feels weak. Even the deagle with one-shot accuracy is now taking prevalence over the semi-automatic sniper because the deagle doesn't have any bullet drop and your first shot is going to be very accurate based on the newest changes. So the semi-automatic sniper is just inferior to everything. It's even inferior to assault rifles. The scoped AR is better than it, but even regular assault rifles are better than the semi-automatic sniper now. With the new first shot accuracy being a thing, the semi-automatic sniper has no place in this game. You're going to need to stop moving to use it. Anyone with an AR can land a few shots on you and get more damage off than you can on them most likely, because ARs are much easier to use than the semi. So either the semi should be buffed or completely removed from the game. And I'm going to opt for removal simply because A, they're adding so many items to the game, it's going to be too many soon, and B, it no longer has a niche. Even if you make it better, it's just going to compete with the AR. Basically, until the assault rifle is not better than it at like all situations, it'll never be used. You can buff it, but if the AR and the SCAR are better with the first shot accuracy, the semi-automatic sniper will never be used. And that's why I think it should be vaulted, reworked. Something needs to be done because this weapon sucks. Number 3 on our list is the suppressed SMG, which is by far the worst close-range weapon in the game. I'd honestly rather have a pistol a lot of the time, maybe even a revolver. Yes, I'm serious. The suppressed SMG doesn't do nearly as much damage as the tactical SMG or any of the shotguns in the game, the tactical shotgun, the pump shotgun, or the heavy shotgun, which are all pretty close range weapons. It's not nearly as good as an assault rifle at long range. It's useless basically past close range. And on top of that, the suppression aspect of it is kind of useless. I think suppressed weapons in this game are actually useless because the odds of you killing someone with a suppressed weapon and a suppressed weapon only without them shooting back at you is so slim. Someone's going to hear the fight no matter what. That's all I'm trying to say. If you engage on someone with a suppressed SMG or a suppressed pistol, if they shoot back once, it doesn't matter if your weapon was suppressed because theirs probably isn't. And if you can't get the kill with the suppressed weapon and you have another weapon you're going to switch to and shoot, it doesn't even matter that you use the suppressed weapon because you're shooting anyway. So basically, in my eyes, we have a direct downgrade to the tactical SMG, which a lot of people already don't pick up. I personally like it, but most people don't. Most people don't like SMGs at all in this game, and this is by far the worst one. The only practical use I can see for it is if you're role-playing as some Spec Ops cool, sneaky guy. That's it. It's not good. It doesn't fill a slot or a role this game needs. You can remove it. You still have another SMG. You still have shotguns. You even still have a suppressed weapon as far as the pistol is concerned. It literally, I don't think, has a place in this game. Either buff it or get it out of here as far as I'm concerned. But don't buff it too much because then it's just a tactical SMG. Like, I just don't think we probably don't need 2 SMGs. We can have 3 shotguns because they're all different. The pump shotgun is slower firing and it can one-shot people. The tactical shotgun fires faster, but it's harder to one-shot people. And the heavy shotgun has more range at the cost of damage and some fire rate. The SMGs, though, they're all just automatic. They're all just automatic weapons that are used for close range. So you don't really need more than one, I don't think. I don't feel like you need more than one, with the exception of potentially different rarity levels. It would be cool. I wouldn't be opposed to them changing this weapon so the tactical SMG spawns the first 3 rarity levels, common, uncommon, white, green, blue, and the suppressed SMG would be an upgrade, epic, and legendary, where it would do more damage, but it would also have the suppressed aspect, just like the pistols are concerned. I think that's the best way to go about it, or just removing it, either one. But in its current state, it has no place alongside of the tactical SMG. The last item we're going to talk about here, I'm not actually sure if it belongs on this list. So I'm going to be asking you guys, I'm going to lay out why I think it belongs on this list, but I could be wrong. That item is the bush. Now, here's the reason I think it potentially shouldn't be on the list. The bush is an item that fills a role that is unfilled in Fortnite. It gives you a visual difference. It's supposed to, at least, hide your character from other people and make you harder to see. And there's no other weapon like that, no other item like that, in Fortnite. So as far as uniqueness, it's definitely unique. But implementation was done so poorly with this item, let me tell you, it does not make you less visible. You can usually see someone when they're sitting in a bush. Usually, if they're moving, they're actually more visible when they're in a bush. When you're using a bush, your screen is entirely covered up. So I'm not sure if it should be on this list or not. Honestly, I think the best solution here would be fix it. Make it so it doesn't take up all of your screen. Actually, just make it a ghillie suit. Just make it a ghillie suit. Make it so you blend in better with the surrounding. You don't need to be a bush. A ghillie suit would work just fine. I think that would probably be better. But if they're not willing to change it, I think it should be out of here. It should be vaulted because it's stupid right now, the way it works in the game. Really quickly before we go, as I was making this video, the new item that's being released next week was announced. And even though we haven't seen it yet, I have a feeling I would add it to this list. The new item is called Porta-Fort. New portable fort sprouts a quick defensive position upon impact. So an item that you throw probably like a grenade, and it creates a fort for you. I haven't tried it yet. We don't know what it does, but I'm just going to give my initial impressions of it because I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb. Building is one of the coolest things about this game, and it takes skill to do. Taking that skill away by having people just able to build a portable fort is kind of lame. And on top of that, once again, it doesn't fill a niche. You can already build in this game without items, so adding an item that builds for you doesn't seem too new. It doesn't seem to change anything other than make it so noobs can have a base really quickly. And honestly, depending on what it builds, it might not even be that good. Like I said, we're going to have to see it, but just keep it in mind in the back of your head because the Porta-Fort is coming soon and it'll likely be useless. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below. Add or remove to this list in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions on it, and I will see you guys all later. Have a good one. Lone Hawk out.